This is Poetry and Songwriting by Barry Herold and episode 4 of the Towers of the Sea series, The Far North. We met when we were young and didn't know anything. The world was full of adventure, waiting just for us. All the right things were done. Careers with abundance of friends. They couldn't help but reproduce, like it was some hilarious joke. Not for us, it seemed. No matter how hard we tried. Eventually, we decided to live and love anyway. Our friends met milestones we'd never see, but nothing stood in our way as long as we had each other. No one could stop us, until something did. It snuck up like a current under the waves. We had faced hardship before, but this ship was one that could not be righted, hitched or secured. Once she lost all her hair and half her weight, she finally had enough and let the current take her away. I persevered with my simple life, through every Christmas, anniversary and event, though it was never the same. The thing that hurts the most, the ultimate injustice, is none of it's true. She's a story I tell myself and anyone who asks, to justify this life, out here on my own. Where the land fades till there's nothing left but the sea. I originally tried to write this as a short film, and it didn't really work. It didn't really make any sense, because I tried to write it from the perspective of somebody whose girlfriend died, and he tried to carry on his life as if she was still alive, and his family were there to sort of help him through his delusion. And because I think that's what happens, especially with older people. They try to hold on to that life and find it hard to accept the fact that somebody's gone. So I think it is a natural thing, and it also plays into this dystopian world of lies where you kind of have to just convince yourself that you actually believe the things that you're being told. And that comes up a lot in like 1984 and Brave New World and Logan's Run, where they live in this world of such harsh realities that they feel like they can't get out of it. And I think one of the interesting things about 1984 is that they say, one of the world controllers says that fear only drives people so far. You have to rule with terror. You have to show people that you're willing to bomb them or shoot them. Fear isn't enough. And I think we found that over the pandemic, where we all just kind of got over it. We got used to the feeling of fear. And the problem with terror, if you're terrorized and you're anxious and you're manic, you just lie. You lie so easily. And that's something that I've had to really consciously make myself stop doing, because I find it so easy to just tell people what I think they want to hear. And I think this is what this character is going through, is that he lives in a world of social credits where if you say the wrong thing, you could get demoted, which means that you could not be able to buy groceries or you could not be able to go to work, which is what's happening in China right now. It's not like this is fantasy. This stuff is happening. And it's just it's an interesting look into, I guess, depression, anxiety, isolation. I mean, when I originally wrote it, I was thinking about, I guess, this idealized version of somebody. And it was kind of a way of me letting that idealism go and moving on from this idea of there being this one person out there who, you get told there's one person for everyone, but There's not one person for everyone, you know. At some point you just have to accept the fact that you just don't have whatever it is you're supposed to have for whatever reason. It's weird. I think it's good to accept that. It's good to accept limitations and to recognize what is lacking and what I don't have. I tried to read the book Unfuck Yourself, and I gave up after the first chapter because I thought this is not real. I mean, yeah, it's good to be, confident and all this kind of stuff, but it's also good to be real. It's also good to say, I just can't do this. I'm not this kind of person. I can't have this positive attitude. Sometimes I just need to feel bad about myself and just to find one little thing that I can do. And I don't need motivation. I don't need positivity. I need reality. I need, what can I actually do today? And can I do it? Do I want to do it? Is there any point in it? Because otherwise it's so easy to just fall into despair and just give up, because it's like, what am I even doing? Nobody cares. And obviously the other side of no one cares is like, no one cares. I can do whatever I want. So I think that's kind of the point of this podcast. This is, I'm finding it really hard to keep making these because no one cares. Nobody's really listening to this. I'm just shouting into the void. But, for the one or two people who actually do listen to this, this has been Poetry and Songwriting by Barry Herolds, and I'll catch you next time in a month or two. Thanks to Pond5 for the music and sound effects. You can find the links and the information in this episode.